another day in Jamaica. Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, I have my gadget again. And yeah, I'll be wearing it this morning. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. Mm, I'm wearing it today. Yeah, so feeling bougie. Yeah, we're feeling bougie. How are you? I'm in Jamaica. It is Saturday. Saturday, December, what, 9? Mm-hmm. And we're here trying to get some money from, from who? YouTube? I hope we can get some. Mm-hmm. But it's okay. How are you doing? I hope all is well. I hope you're doing okay. I am doing okay. I'm doing very fine. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's I got this one as a gift, maybe about 3 years, and so the painting is tripping, but that's okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How are you? Always everyone. Angela, good morning. How are you, Walrich? Hey, hi, Miss June. Hi, Walrich. How are you? I'm doing fine this morning. See, I've gotten a new gadget and I'm glassy up and thing and just having fun here. Welcome to my platform. Joshua, big up Miss June, bless up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Saturday. It's a daytime, but we can still party. Yes, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, it's a long time, Joshua. A lot of things have happened. I've been monetized. I've been demonetized. I've been remonetized. I've been working hard. I've been sporting a new hairstyle. It's all good. Yeah, thanks to the God of the territory. So I'm asking this morning, what is the name of your God? Is your God the God of the Bible? Yeah, is your God the God of the Bible? This is a big ass question we're asking this morning. So bop, 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 let's go. Let's go. Let's go, beautiful people. Yeah. Angela, I visited your establishment yesterday. Thanks for lunch. Angela is situated in Portmore, Jamaica, in a community called Dumby Olin. Her establishment is immediately in front of, overlooking the football field. That's where she is. Yeah, so check her out. Check her out if you're in the area. Bop, 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 at Peace Saturday. Yeah. Ah, we're having fun here. Welcome back to the channel. My name is June. I'm in Jamaica. This morning, before we get into serious matters, we just do some catch up. Well, Rich, how are you doing? I hope we're all doing okay. I bought a little gadget yesterday. I've left it in the car. Yeah, I think maybe I should do a I should do a review. I don't know if they pay us for product review, do they? I would have loved to hear yes. I would love to hear yes. I have a little piece of carpet that I have placed in this house because it's Christmas time. I had the carpet a long time ago, and so I decided to, get bougie. So I have bought this little gadget. Let me show it to you. Take a look. It's a, see, it's a small vacuum. Very lightweight. I bought it on Amazon. Yeah. I'm not getting any paid for this. It's free advertisement. And yeah, I hope that somebody sees it and decide to ask me to do a product review and to, give me some real money. I tried setting it up yesterday. As a matter of fact, last night it arrived. And I tried to put it together. But I think I was a bit sleepy, so I wasn't doing a very good job, so I abandoned the project. Hi, Sheila. How are you? Edelman Edits. I know. I visited you this morning, and I told you I specifically love the yellow car and the blue one that has the stars at the side. Yeah. Superior quality video. Yeah. But then I guess, when I look at your subscriber count, it was, so I would have expected that by now, the little hurdles and itches that we all go through, you would have maneuvered those and well on your way to making a lot of money. I hope you have been making a lot of money on this platform. Yeah, I hope so. Because I know we put in the work, We put in the work. Yeah. Yeah, those cars, I would like to have one just for the holidays. I doubt that I would have been able to maintain the car if I own one. So I'll just keep one for the holiday. Oh, yeah. All right. So we have a topic to ponder this morning. What is the name of your God? And we're asking if your God is the God of the Bible. Is your God the God of the Bible? Is the person or the entity or whatever it is that you recognize as God, is this being the same as the one of the Bible? And I'm asking this because I am doing a bit of background work trying to find out whether or not, not even whether or not, where do I stand in terms of my faith in a God, which I do believe in a higher power, but then I was not grasping the term God. I was not. And it bothers me that at my level of learning, I was not able to suitably answer a question as it regards to my God. And so I am searching. So some literatures are presenting the God of the Bible, or maybe not one God, if we should dive deeply and take a more critical look at the writings of the Bible, then we would realize that there are so many different gods for the different territory. Okay. There are so many different gods, and each territory in the old days had its own God. And the name for God in those days was Yahweh. So each territory had its own Yahweh. So when someone says, "What's the name of your God?" and I say Yahweh, I'm just repeating God. You know, Yahweh being synonymous to God. In my territory in the Caribbean here, I don't know that we have a God. I don't know that we have a Yahweh specifically, or who is identified as the God of the Caribbean. You know, like how we know that the God of Israel, the God of Israel had a name. Maybe the God of Israel was the one that, I don't know. But I was listening to some other podcasts, and these gods had names. They were calling the names of these gods. With the God named El, that is El, being the master God. And then you have the Yahweh coming, below. So I find it quite interesting. Even if it is not so, it has placed me in a position of acceptance, of being happy in that little bit of knowledge, which is big, it's vast, has caused me this week to appreciate the great power, the God of the universe, the I am. Because by faith we know the I am. I am the God of the universe. Yeah, so while rich, I don't know that Jehovah. I don't know whether Jehovah is the name of the God of the universe, because I think it was Moses or one of those old patriarchs, when they asked for his name, he said, I am. Like you'd say, you'd meet me and you say, what's your name? And I said, Cassandra Burke. That's my name. So when this person had asked God, the entity, the spiritual being, what's your name? Or, based on that encounter, what is your name? He answered and said, I am. He didn't say, I am Jehovah. He didn't say, I am Raphia. He didn't say, I am Yahshua. He didn't say, I am Jesus the Christ. He didn't say. He said, I am. So I would say to you, Wild Rich, what's your name? And you say, Wild Rich. I can't go say at something else. Oh, he's Jehovah. He is Yahweh. He is Yahshua. He is whatever. He told me his name, and the name he gave me was I am. I am, meaning I exist. And it went on to I am because I exist. I am. I exist. And me personally, it gives me a greater sense of appreciation, and it puts me on a path, an enjoyable path, and spiritually, because now I know that the knowledge that we get here in our culture, it is so far gone from what we really need to know as background. What is the background information? To me saying, oh, Jehovah, the God of the universe. Who says I am is the God of the universe? I don't know. So that's how I'm going to look at things. Actually, it has to be the God of the Bible. While there are many gods of the Bible. And if we should go down into biblical history, which we don't do, We just take the Bible and we run kitty kitty kata kata and we read and we say, oh yes, oh yeah. We don't even start to understand what is there. If we go and just dig a little deeper to base our belief, it's not going to change our faith, and to be Christians and to believe in God and Jesus Christ, but just to know from a intelligence perspective that the God of the Bible, we say God of the Bible, but there were many gods of the Bible. Each territory had its own God that had emotions, that ate, that drink, that get angry, that was happy, that did all of that. Those gods are written about in a very subtle way. So you and I miss out on all of the fine prints. But if we should just go, YouTube has a lot of podcasts where persons who have studied deeply will enlighten us, and they are not negating a great power, a God of the universe, but rather it is equipping us with knowledge that will allow us to travel a path. Because for me, I always know that I was missing something. I'm here, and then I am here, and then the middle of it's hard. So, I know from very early up, when my inner person, my God, the I am, said to me, because my God, He meets you where you are in your level of learning, your level of intelligence, all of that. And He met me at my level and said to me, when you pray, do it like this. Begin with, oh great power, God of the universe, the I am. I am is your name. So I am differentiating, the God of the universe, that spiritual person, that I am. The one that would speak with these persons, Moses and them through burning bush and all of that. And so it is interesting. I'm going to do some research on the angels now, because there are many angelic visitations during the times of old. And so I will have to do some research on angels and, the part that they play in our lives. Not just saying, oh, the Bible says angel come, and Gabriel and Michael and Raphael and Uriel and all the L's. We know that the suffix EL is referring to God. We know that. We accept that. But what we miss is how it all ties in to our faith in God. We accept, while rich, and this is our culture, that once we hear the name God, we're talking about the I am. But I want to encourage us, just to, broaden our minds, to be educated. Some persons, we call ourselves Christian, and because of that, we're afraid to step out and to get knowledge about what we believe in. If one of us should visit the doctor today, and the doctor said something to us, we're going to say, oh, I want further confirmation. So I'm going to check this doctor, and I'm going to go there, I'm going to go there, and we are in denial. But when it comes to things of the Bible, what do? We accept. We accept everything. Yeah. We accept everything that is there, and we are afraid to criticize. We are afraid to, decide whether or not this part is acceptable, whether we are enjoying it. We just run with it. O thou God of all, the I am, hear me when I call. So in my culture, I only know about a God that I believe in by faith. And faith, faith is not easy to come by. No, sir. We talk of faith, and we just talk of faith. But unless, you know, we have an encounter that really becomes, indelible in our minds, then we're just talking and fooling ourselves and pretending to our neighbor that, hey, look, man, I'm walking, I'm traveling a path, I'm moving on the upward way, new heights I'm gaining every day. No, I can say that, yeah, June, I'm, moving on the upward way, new heights I'm gaining every day because I am interested in knowledge and I am going in search of knowledge. I want to know what I believe. Holy, holy, yeah, I want to know. I want to know. So when I go in prayer, to whom and what should be my expectation? We spoke of Gideon in the Bible some days back. And Gideon, a man of faith, maybe a faithful man, he considered himself the least among his brethren. And he questioned. He said, listen, man, every person I happen to talk with, I'm in contact with, they speak of God and they speak of the things that they have experienced and all of that. How comes I have not have any of those encounters? How comes I don't know anything about these things? And then he had his own experience, and that changed the whole trajectory of things. Because he had his own experience with the I am. And the thing about it, most of the encounters that persons will have, they're having it with physical beings. Jacob wrestled with the angel, and it wasn't like it was spiritual. It was a fight between two men. A fight. A fight all night till dawn. That's how I am going to look at it. And he realized that this must have been an angel and said, listen, man, because Jacob a fight, That's my interpretation of it, So until I do further research and have to know what I am understanding, because I am naive, I am ignorant to these things of the Bible. So I am saying it was a physical fight, and Jacob a fight all night. He's fighting this entity. So some scholars would say, oh, it was in his dream, it was a spiritual fight, Okay. But at the end of it all, we knew that after the fight, Jacob was limping, because whatever the entity was, to release himself and to go away before the daybreak, he had to touch Jacob in his hip. And maybe that's why certain culture don't eat the hip part, that part of the animal, because they would say that's where the angel of the Lord did strike Jacob. But he struggled with a physical person. So I need to now differentiate between angels and these gods, because there were many gods of the Bible, because there were many territories, the Cushites, the Hittites, the Dadaites, and all of these tites, who rule, so these were like territories. Yeah, so when we read of a name in the Bible, like you would see Jonathan, it's not just referring to a person, it could be referring to a whole territory, that came under Jonathan. So all of those lands, the islands, that territory was his and known as Jonathan, and that territory had a god. And oftentimes, I think, they would meet with God. Even with Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. God would take a walk through the garden in the evening. Yeah. So he had legs. We hear that God stretched out his hands. That means he had hands. God laughed, God smiled, God is angry, God whatever. So there is an anatomy to this God. So it suggests to me that God has a human form, the God of the Bible. So I have to be doing now research to clear my head as to where I am. I don't want persons to tell me, oh, you have to believe and God is this and God is that. No. Give me the proof. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. You have to give me proof. So don't just tell me about your faith and God says and who woke me up this morning and why the skies ain't dropped to the earth and why the clouds are suspended mid-air and why the aeroplanes don't fall from the sky and why the oceans don't take over all the land. I don't want to hear all of that. I want to know what's the history of my being. Why am I here? What is my purpose? How did it all begin? It started, in the beginning. In the beginning of what? I've gone through this and ranted and ranted and ranted. But no one is taking me on. And so I am still ranting and asking persons, please let us have a meaningful discussion. I want to hear from you. Yeah, I want to hear from you. Persons are afraid to talk about things biblical. And what I believe, is that many of these learned persons, these educators, even these persons who are preaching, I am of the belief that they are aware of many things, but they don't bother to explain the things to us because they figure that, oh, if I even try to explain, you won't understand. So let me just tell you the tail part of the story. Jesus that you need to, who was crucified for your sins. And so in appreciation of that, giving up of life, you're supposed to follow a certain path. And he saved you from your sins. And I would be like, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. Because if I should ask, let us do some research on Jesus' character. Person to be upset with me, and start calling me names. Yeah, they're calling me names. And it's not fair. It's not fair at all. I am seeking knowledge. If you go to the hospital and then the nurse comes to do your vitals and then she puts the blood pressure machine on, that big mouth something, that big word, yeah, she puts it on. And the tubes that are supposed to be hanging down, she has them upside. You would be looking at her like, I don't trust this person. The person puts on a pulse oximeter on your finger to get a proper reading, and then the person didn't turn it on, but yet the person turns to you and say, oh, it seems that the battery needs changing. When truth and in fact they didn't even turn on the gadget. You would not trust this person. And so for me, you're presenting me a story of the Christ of God, and you're just showing me, the trees and the oceans. I don't want to see that, because I'm going to ask you, how did they come about? How long have they been here, even before the first humankind was created? In some cultures, they think that it was the human-like gods who created the first man. And by some spiritual, using some spiritual incantation, that this man became alive. So it was a normal thing in some cultures in the past for them to create man out of clay. So when we're reading that from the dust of the earth, God created man, then we have to figure out which God, because that was a normal occurrence in medieval or pre-medieval times. I don't know the correct word to use there, but it was a common practice. And even now, persons are still making, images from the dust. And, one presenter was even saying it was because of the gods who would be, making these images that we had the passage in the scripture, you shall not make any images of things above earth or in the oceans. Do not do it. So why was that instruction given? And the part that said God made man in his own image. So there were gods making this is quite interesting. There were gods making humankind in their own image. And to be in the image and likeness of something, it can't be that something was spiritual and then you are making a physical thing. If I have this cup and I'm going to make another cup in its the image and likeness, it can't be, if this is from some stainless steel, I can't be making something from plastic and saying, oh, it is in the image and the likeness of. That would be erroneous. Don't you think? Just saying. Joshua, what's your take on the matter? What about you, Wildrish? Sheila, are you still here? Angela? Yeah, let me know what's happening, Please. Tell me how it is. Yeah, let me learn from you. I'm waiting on you to tell me, to share your thoughts with me on the matter. Is your God the God of the universe? Have you differentiated between the God of the Bible or the gods of the Bible and the God of the universe? Have you done that? Hello, Michael. Hi, Jane. How are you all doing? We're here this morning. The topic on the board is, what is the name of your God? And we're asking if your God is the God of the Bible. Just chit-chatting here. Just chit-chatting here. We're not talking about religion. We're not talking who is this and who goes to which church and who goes to what church. That is not what we're doing here. And it's really, as I would say, it's none of my business. I'm not trying to convince persons. I have no basis on which to do. I have no interest in whether or not there's hell or there is heaven and where one goes after one dies. That's not my interest at all. Sorry. So where are we on this one? Let me know. Yeah, for persons who have been with me over time, see, I'm sporting a new hairstyle. I hope you like it. I'm growing it up again, so I don't know where it will end up, what I'll be doing with it after. Yeah, today is the Sabbath, as many persons call it. And even that, that's a whole different set of studies. I think I'm going to enroll in theology, a course in theology, so I can have some real perspective on things. I want to be able to tap into the higher power. And many of us talk about, we just pray and we worship without even being clear as to who you are praying to. What are the requirements for prayer? What are the requirements for being sorry? What are the requirements for being getting answers to our prayers? So we just pray and we wait. We want to know who instructed Adam, no, not Adam, who instructed Noah to build the ark, who guided him during that whole building process, and really of a fact, is the narrative of Noah really true, or is it just, methodology? Mythology. Yeah, mythology. That's the word. Mythology. So we want to know, and I want to know, whether this whole Noah and the ark, if this is just, if this is really, Zeus. Yes, Zeus is the name of a god. Yes, Zeus is the name of a god, a deity. Yes. That's just the name of one god. Hi, Angelo. Yeah, this is just the name of one god. Zeus. So, we know that Zeus is one. So, there are other gods. So, Zeus is one. And maybe, I don't know, Yahshua. I don't know, maybe that's another name, but Zeus is the king of kings in what territory? In what territory was Zeus a god? Let us do some further research, Andrew. In what territory was Zeus the god? Look it up. In what territory was Zeus the god? And I'm gonna make a note here myself. Yes, I'm getting my pen, because I am gonna do my research to find out, in which territory Zeus was the god. So I'm gonna ask the question to Google: and then maybe I'll be reference to scriptures that will educate me. Okay, so for which territory is or was Zeus? Hercules. All right, Hercules. So it's Andrew Hercules. How are you doing, Andrew Hercules? So I'm asking, for which territory is or was Zeus the god? That's the question that needs to be answered this morning. My last name is Lewis. My name is June Lewis. I am in Jamaica. All right. So I'm going to ask, because I'm having this discussion this morning because of a video I have, or several videos I've been watching these days, because I really needed some perspective on, you're welcome. Oh, you're doing great. I am too. I'm having fun here this morning. As always, when I come on, it's for fun and also to educate myself and to rap with us all. Yeah, so it's good being here. And yeah, to have, meaningful discussions. Non-judgmental, non-religious, just being here. So this is the question that we'll have to ask, So what prompted me to be doing this type of search is that I'm at a path, I'm at a junction on my life path where I realize that I have questions that I am trying to get answers to, basically because I want to experience some of what those, patriarchs or persons in the Bible had experienced, the experience with God, and what would have caused them to spend months at a time or days at a time in fasting. AG Born Jamaican, hi, respect, bro. I'm here. Thank you for tuning in. The topic on the board this morning is, what is the name of your God? And is your God the God of the Bible? All right. So, I like to have background to whatever I am doing. And I realize that when I read the Bible, I am confused as to whether God is physical or whether God is spiritual. So I have embarked on a journey, and my journey begins, by watching some videos of some professors, some scholars, some persons who I would call mystics, some persons who have gone over and beyond to study biblical history, beyond what is written in the book that we call the Bible, because we have just passages of, and then we get emotional about certain things, and we really do not know the settings, we don't know the culture of the time, we don't even know in what territory these things are taking place, yet we are quick to quote a little passage of scripture and to run with it and to say the Bible says. But what is the background, and how does that relate to us some 3, 4, 5, 10,000 years forward? So I want a little bit of perspective, to sit myself comfortably. I am not doubting that there is a great power. I am not doubting that there is a spiritual God, different from the God of the Caribbean, because that is the territory that we are living. So, I am going to ask, what is the name of the God of the God of the Caribbean? And I can I can probably bet my pen that I will be told, oh, it's Jehovah, it's El Shaddai, it's Yahshua, whatever, because we were sold this. We were sold this narrative. So we here in the Caribbean, being offspring of the slave trade, we were sold the idea of just a spiritual God. But if we trace our lineage back to some place, maybe Africa, I don't know, or where in Africa, maybe Ethiopia, maybe Libya, maybe, I don't even know these African, places, we would find that the God of the Caribbean is, some God that is revered in some other territory. Maybe Zeus, I don't know. I mean, maybe there are 12 gods. How many gods? How many gods? How many gods live on Mount Olympus? I'm saying Mount Olympus because hey, I had read many years ago that the gods live on Mount Olympus. So I want to know how many gods live on Mount Olympus, and what are their names, and maybe further to find out what territories do or does each what territory do each god govern? I don't know. It's Bible stories are really interesting, because even with Gideon, when and I can relate to the story of Gideon, where they were farmers, and he would he would plant his field, maybe wheat, and when it's time for harvest, they harvest. But by the time the harvest time comes, another group of persons, would come and plunder the field and would take the produce. And so they were afraid to go on the rooftops to do the threshing, because that was where it would normally be done. So this particular Bible character, Gideon, he was in his wine press, and that would be below, maybe, below the house, maybe on a lower floor. So that was where he hid and be pressing his wheat, because he did not want maybe the Assyrians or whoever these persons were, I don't know, to come and take it. And whilst he was there, maybe, he's, stressing and whatever, and he's really groaning and bemoaning because now he has to stress, and now he has to fan away the hull, or, and beat. What if he was saying, if I was on the housetop, then the wind would come and blow the trash away. Now I have to be stressed and fanning and all these things. So he was there doing that, and, saying, but where is the God of my forefathers? They speak so much of, a God of this and a God of that. And here I am. It's an insult to be down here doing this. Where is the God that, I have read about, I have heard about, my culture speaks about? Where? How comes everybody else has an encounter and I am here suffering? I am here in hiding. And you know what? An angel appeared. A man appeared. Leading up someplace and say, oh, Gideon, da, 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 and engage in a conversation. But then Gideon, he was enlightened, and he was able to recognize, or he contemplated, whether is this a pure mortal or is this an angelic being? Because he would have heard about angels, but he has never had an encounter. Like most of us, I have never had an encounter. I don't think so. I don't know. But having recognized, and contemplated whether this was real man or was this, an angelic being? Was it a spiritual person in a physical body? What was it? So he said, okay, I'm going to test. I'm going to, carry out a test to see. So he offered the man a meal and said, okay, wait here, I'm going to prepare something for us to eat. And he went and he prepared food and he came back and then he gave the man his own, and then there was a fire that consumed whatever was prepared, and so forth and so on. You can read it, the story of Gideon, in the Bible, and that story interests me so much, because at the end of it, this man, angelic being, whatever it is, instructed him what to do and said, okay, your forefathers have made an altar, right? And beside the altar, they have put up this statue of maybe fertility, maybe of good harvest, so forth. And what persons were doing, instead of worshiping me, God, they were, worshiping this statue because it was a representation. Because for many of us, we want to see a picture of Jesus in our home, and we go and we pray. And then someone would say, I am not praying to the picture or the painting, but then that becomes my focal point. So how am I going to, differentiate or, between my focal point and my God, or to whom do I pray? That takes faith. In a previous video a long time ago, I said, my God, what's that? This big Santa Claus-like figure sitting in a big chair called a throne, and angels singing. I, my friend, welcome. It's good to have you here. I'm rambling this Saturday morning. I'm having fun here, and that you would have joined me. I know, Paige. I know. I just can't call the engine a name, but I know it's you, my friend. Welcome. I'm ranting here. Yeah. I like these type of topics. So, after the angel and Gideon had their little discussions and all of that, you're welcome, all of that, then the angel instructed him, or this man figure or whatever it is, instructed him saying, okay, now you build an altar, cut down these statues, blah, 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 blah. Or he just did build an altar, I don't know. Or he said, okay, you're going to go to your father's place, farm, select a particular animal, and it was specific what to select. Come back, slaughter it on the altar, and the wood for the burnt offering, it's going to be this statue that is standing beside this altar that on which you slaughter. And by the time that was done, and then the meat was prepared, then this angel just disappeared. But Gideon had instructions as what to do to defeat that, set of persons who were causing him heartache and pain and grief and threatening the whole his own ability to care for his family. So I am saying, all right, then this is an interesting story. I would like an encounter, similar to that, to solidify my faith in a God, a spiritual God, a God of all great power, the I am. And I am doing my research because, Paige, let me ask you, in your culture, do you have gods to whom, maybe your gods of your ancestors? Do you still pray or ask favors of your ancestors? Do you have a God of your territory? You're in Kenya, right? Do you have a God for that territory? And biblically speaking, what's the territory in which Kenya falls? Because if we know the territory in which our country falls, then we can know what God rules that territory. And it doesn't make sense. We say, oh, we're not going to accept this. It's history. It is written there. Do you? Andrew? AJ? AG born Jamaican? Come on, Michael. Oh, let's talk. Let us talk. Write to me. Write to me here. The territories are called Atlantis. All of them. I know about the Atlantic Ocean. All right, the territories. All of the territories, I'm writing, are called Atlantis. I know about, we studied about the in geography with the Atlantic Ocean and things like that. So the territories of Africa, because that's where a lot of things took place, on that continent. So are we saying the territories in the Bible, and from which Kenya might be a part? Oh, Jamaica real name is Atlantis. Yes, okay, this is new. Where do I find this? This info. I am not just taking it from you, Andrew, and then I talking and somebody asking me, where did you get this? You have to tell me, so that when I speak from a point of knowing. I'm not just going to say, oh, this person who came onto my channel, onto my live, Andrew Hercules, told me that Jamaica's real name is Atlantis. Oh, Port Royal was the lost city of Atlantis. Yeah, all right. I know about Port Royal being, and that earthquake and all of that. Lost city of Atlantis. So by extension, if it's the lost city of Atlantis, and we know that Port Royal is in Jamaica, based on the premise, we can conclude that the lost city of Atlantis being Port Royal, and Port Royal is situated in Jamaica, then the Atlantis is Jamaica. But let us let us explore a bit here. All right. But Jamaica is part of the Caribbean. Jamaica is part of the Caribbean. So all of the Caribbean is the Atlantis. So we'd say the Caribbean territory is called Atlantis. So all of the Caribbean islands are part of the Atlantis. Jamaica is part of the Caribbean, or a country in the Caribbean. Therefore, Jamaica is Atlantis. I don't know if it's the argument is true, but I don't know if it's factual. The lost city of Atlantis, not of the Atlantis, of Atlantis. Therefore, Jamaica is Atlantis. Okay, so in what territory then is Atlantis? Because Jamaica, with whose real name, or with its real name being Atlantis, is part of a larger territory. What is the name of this territory? Because it can't be that the territories are called Atlantis. Because you further said that Jamaica is Atlantis, and Jamaica is not a territory in itself. It is part of the Caribbean. So we need to find the god of the Atlantis. the physical God of the Atlantis being different from the spiritual God, the God of the Bible, the I am. Don't come after me here. No, we are just having reasoning because we are educated minds. You know, we are scholarly persons. We are scholarly persons, and so we can have these type of discussions. So, me not know. Me not know. Me want know because like today, I would like to, at the end of this, to be so divinely, um, divinely, what now should I say? I don't know the word, but what I want is that at the end of this, being a poor person materially, where I would like to own a villa someplace for income, because we do get, old, we become elders, and so we need to sustain, ourselves. So I would like that. I would, have some real estate someplace or enough money to do some investment that will take care of me, on that part of my journey where I become dependent on others to care for me. I have become a part of the elder society and will be in need of elder care. So I would like that, divinely I be told, okay, because I don't know that I'm going to find the end of the rainbow, literally, but the rainbow's end could be, you know, the lotto jackpot. Jackpot, yeah. Yeah. The lotto, yeah. I would buy a lottery ticket. I have no problem buying a lottery ticket. We all need money. And if I sit here and just watch the lottery, the numbers being called, it doesn't help. And then somebody else pocket all of that. No, I want to buy a lottery ticket. It's a game of chance. It's the rainbow. And to hit the jackpot, it's finding the rainbow's end. These things are here to help us. So the ticket costs 100 Jamaican dollars, which at a rate at 150 to 1, I don't know how much it converts to. It's less than $10. It's less than 10 US, because 10 US, it's like, what? 1,500, 100 Jamaican dollars. Let's do the maths. Divide by 150. It's gonna be like 640 something cents or 4 cents. Me no know, I can't even do the maths. I can't even do the maths. Yeah, so $1, 100 Jamaican dollar, yeah, will take me to the rainbow's end. And that would be nice. That would be so nice. I would love that. And Psalms 23. The Lord, Andrew, the Lord. You know I'm going to ask you, the Lord. Who is the Lord? The Lord, I repeat this psalm so often. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want or lack. Of course, I am in need, and I am lacking a lot of things. And I'm not going to go pretending and say, oh, I have enough, I have life. No, sir. I am in lack. I am saying the Lord is my shepherd, but, I am in lack. I am lacking. Yes, I am lacking so many things, and I'm not going to say, oh, I have enough. No, sir. Zeus is my shepherd. Oh, All right, let me ask you, do you consider Zeus mortal? Zeus to you is was mortal, or is Zeus mortal? Because if Zeus is God, that means Zeus is still alive. Insert Zeus at the end where it say so I would say Zeus instead of amen. No, 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 Andrew. I am not there yet. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Me not did that so yet. Andrew. Immortal, invisible, God only wise. So we're saying Zeus only wise? In light, inaccessible, hid from our eyes. Most gracious, most glorious, the Ancient of Days, Almighty, victorious, Thy great name we praise. So you're saying Zeus is the name of the I am. All right. Okay. Not fighting you on that. I just don't know. And if that's where you are comfortable, that's good. And I am happy that you have found your path. You know, you have identified your God. Many of us were still on the path. We speak of God, but we don't know. Oh gosh. Zeus, are you okay with the discussion? Are you not Zeus, Andrew? Are you okay with our discussion this morning? Zeus is immortal. All right. Okay. Where are you from, Andrew? Where are you from? My friend Paige, as you decipher. You cracked the code. You have cracked the code, Andrew. Wow. Andrew, I am trying to crack the code, yeah? I am trying to crack the code myself. And this is a journey that I think one has to take by oneself. This is not a journey that you travel with someone else whose opinion will distract you. It's a journey. Thank you. Oh, you're in Linstead. Ah, okay. Welcome. I know Linstead. I went to Dintil Technical High School. Yeah, I did. I did go to Dintil, and that's a long time ago. That's a long time ago. So I am familiar with that part of Jamaica. Yeah, and the Lindsay Market and the Christmas Eve Grand Market, all of that I am familiar with. So welcome, Andrew. Andrew, do you have a channel? Do you have a YouTube channel that I can go to and support also? Drop it here now. Tell me it here. I can't pin you here now because I'm using this one phone and I don't know how to do it, right? But if you tell me the channel name, I'll go there, and you can also write it in the chat. That persons can visit your channel. Yeah. So I think the path, of finding your God, it's a journey. It's a dark night, of faith. You go, you separate yourself from everything that will be distracting, and you set a time to go and to understand what is happening. So you probably, would have done some research before, because the Bible alone can't. We need the Bible, yes, to corroborate things. Yes. Okay, so it's, what is it? Tell me, write it fully. Andrew at Real Hercules. Or it's at Real Hercules. No, tell it to me. I am not so savvy. How would I find the channel? How do I do it? Put it here, Andrew, the exact thing that I put into YouTube to find you. So I don't know if it's Andrew at Real Hercules. That's what I do. Let me know. Yes, so as I was saying, to find to get information and to truly seat yourself, or to truly seat myself on an educated path as it relates to God. I am going to separate myself from a lot of distraction. I'm going to set myself a time. Maybe I'm going to book myself into some cabin in the mountain. No, not the mountain, because I'm going to need internet service, so that I can, listen to the right, to the voice of persons who have done research, historical, biblical history. And then I will be, corroborating things with that, with those that are written in this book called the Bible, Our Guide. Yeah, and to see where I am, because I'm not going to be walking around with this Bible in my hand, pretending that I am some enlightened being, and just be pretending. I can't fool myself. No, I can't fool myself. That will be wasting my time. So I am going to separate myself and to learn and to be inspired. Yeah. I want to do that. And I am so annoyed with many of these learned persons who know biblical history. You find them in many of the mainstream churches or organizations. They know the truth. They know biblical history. They would have studied that, in theology. Yet they water it down and present to us just a little part of Jesus, and you need to serve him, and you need to this, that. And you'd ask, why? Who is this Jesus character? And they know the history, they know the background, but they will never sit and tell you, because what it's all about, having a lot of congregants or members in the church. It's about the tithing, the offering. It's about commercializing, whether it's Christianity or whether it's some other religious, fan club. Yeah. So me no know. I don't know. What's your take on the matter, Andrew? I want to read Psalms 23 morning. You're cultic? Are you cultic? I take 50 deep breaths in to invite God's presence, because all right, you only read Psalms 23. The Lord is my shepherd. All right. So I assume then that you have made peace with who your Lord is, and you're able to focus there. And I would ask you then, why 50 deep breaths? Why not 75? Why not 40? Why not 2? Why not 5? And I like talking with you, Andrew. I'm enjoying it. Each time you write something, I could go down many different paths with this. So, okay, so you only read Psalm 23 morning, noon, and night because the Lord is your shepherd, and the Lord being your shepherd, you will not lack. Yes, I understand that. What I don't understand is why 50. If you took 40, would it be any any less meaningful? Would it be any less meaningful? And I would ask then that for persons who are not able to take the breath, for persons who may be on ventilators, you know, or people who are on life support, you know, are they breathing the breath of life? What is this breath of life? What is it really? Is it just the inhalation? And and one who is incapable of breathing this breath of life, and who has to be placed, maybe on some ventilator, or have to, be using some other jets to keep the lungs going. Or to provide oxygen. Are they breathing the breath of life? What is the breath of life, really? Have you ever stopped to contemplate what the Bible means, or what the writers meant when they spoke of the breath of life? What is it really? The breath of life. What is it really? What is it really referencing? The breath of life. Because if we're saying that the gods made men or humankind in their own image and breathed in them the breath of life, I mean, I know it. So the breath is the vital force. Is it the air we breathe? Angela, I'm enjoying this conversation so much. Yeah. I don't know if there are other persons, in the background who are listening to us. I don't know. They are listening, but they won't say anything. What is it? The breath is the vital force. Okay. Do you go to church, Andrew? Are you a church goer? We breathe too shallow, so we're not engaging with life. So so the breath is Zeus's presence, right? That's what you're saying. Because Zeus is your god. That's what I'm understanding, right? Okay. All right. I haven't. Okay, correct. All right. Fine. All right. That is okay. That's okay. We're not being religious here. We are not um, trying to impose our beliefs on anyone. We're just having chat among friends, which is very very good. I'm enjoying it. I would ask you, Andrew, to give me the exact channel name because you gave me at just at um, Real Hercules. So what do I put in? Andrew at Real Hercules. That's the name of the channel. Okay. Just okay. All right. Just read. Okay. All right. Yes, I understand. I understand. What field are you into? What career path have you embarked on, Andrew? Just chit chatting a while, getting to know us, getting to know. I am in healthcare, elder care, basically. Yeah, I am in elder care. I work with older people. That's what I do. What field are you in? My coffee has gone cold. You've grown cold and no longer care for me. All my faith in you is gone, but the heartache lingers on. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. Take these chains from my heart and let me I no longer care for me. Someone sent me this song by Johnny Osborne. Are you familiar with Johnny Osborne? It was I think something about yesterday. I don't know if that's the name of the song by Johnny Osborne. I find it so, you know, soothing. It it just carries throughout the day. It's a happy song for me because I say, I have many yesterdays. I wish I could sing in a way that's really entertaining, but I can't. And I don't want to chase persons away from my channel, you know. But it goes something like, just yesterday I cast my eyes upon your lovely face, but that was yesterday. Now just a dream that lives inside my memory. Wish it could be reality. Shine on yesterday, carry me away and let me be back in your arms, holding you again. Shine on yesterday, carry me away to be with you. Somehow let my dreams come true. So I figure that song, it resonated with me yesterday. Just yesterday I cast my eyes upon your lovely face. And I just say, it's not a physical face. I reminisce, I look back, I think about the things that I want to do when I was much younger, unfulfilled dreams, the many yesterdays. So yesterday, I reflected on the things that I want to do. Now today, I just want to be embarking on them. I want to embark on those things that I was not able to do or get done yesterday. They are, as Johnny Osborne said, they are dreams that live inside his memories, and that he wished that these dreams were reality. So I am thinking that I have to make at least some of these dreams come true, to remove them from just being thoughts. Yeah, and that they would be memories when I have completed the task, when I have made them real. Just yesterday, I cast my eyes upon your lovely face. It means I am reflecting on some, objectives, some dreams, some goals, some dreams and aspirations that I had yesterday. Yesterday mean at an earlier point in my life, I had these dreams and aspirations that probably had crumbled in front of my face. Just yesterday, I cast my eyes upon your lovely face. But that was yesterday. Those dreams and aspirations, just lived inside my memories. And here I am wishing that they were reality. So I'm taking a conscious step now towards making them reality, to climb a higher rung on my hierarchy. You know, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So I have taken care of the lower rungs. So I'm ascending to the highest rung of self-actualization. I want to realize those dreams that, you know, I believe had crumbled, those yesterdays. And, you know, the chorus of the song said, shine on, yesterday, carry me away. Yeah, carry me away. Yeah, it's very deep. Shine on yesterday, carry me away. Yeah. Carry me to where? Back in time. Back when I was less busy. Yeah. Carry me away to be with you. Somehow, let my dreams come true. He went on to say, you know, that sometimes he stopped. Where, you know, in his path. And wonder. Wondered about the things, the unfulfilled dreams. Thinking about these dreams. So I'm encouraging us, you know, to do an introspection. Reflect on the things that were really our purpose. These things that would help us to fulfill our destiny. Identifying the God within us and the purpose of our being. Yeah. Don't just be a religious fanatic, but rather be true to self. Be true to self. And research the path that we want to travel. Determine the tools of the trade and arm ourselves with these tools. We know not what the future holds, but if we can identify the God within us, then we can join with this songman who says, I know not what the future holds, but I know who holds the future. The God within us. We have to, in my understanding, we have to align ourselves with the great power. The great power that is a part of us, that is us, and also that dwells within us. I don't know or even understand this saying, but let us get away from all the noise and disturbances. Let us slow it down a bit. Because I believe that if we're able to slow it down a bit, then the universe will speak to us. And all these things that I, June, desire, I desire a nice, you know, SUV for sporting. I require or I need a bigger, um, you know, truck type, van type vehicle with a what should we say, steps or hoist. I don't know the correct word, but it can, you know, be let down to the ground, and where we can have, you know, wheelchair persons. Because I am in elder care and I would like to go out with them sometimes, but I don't have the vehicle. We don't have the vehicle to take them on these nice journeying. So I would like, you know, one of these type vehicles that would accommodate maybe 4 or 5 wheelchairs, and then we can go on trips with these persons. You know, we have a doctor on speed dial, we have a registered nurse being part of the trip, and then we go, we take these persons out. Yes, I would love that. I would love that also very much. So, what do you say? What says he? So, the Lord is my shepherd. So I have to identify the I am is my shepherd. So I should not be in want. I should not be in want. I believe in a greater power, a God of the universe whose name is I am. That's my belief. Andrew has a different belief. The name of his God, the God of the universe for him, is called Zeus. It doesn't matter. He has identified his God, and that is wonderful. That is wonderful. So we have to think on these things. All right? We have to think on these things. Give me a few moments here. I'm going to stretch my legs. I'm still going to be chatting with you. All right? Give me a minute. Yeah, I've got to stretch my legs a bit. Yeah, my name is June. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm stretching my legs. Very good. I am in Jamaica. I'm in Jamaica, y'all. Yeah, should we say y'all, I'm in Jamaica. Yes, I'm here. I'm here in Jamaica, Kingston to be exact. It is, ooh, I am in Jamaica. The phone fell. Yeah. I am in Jamaica, and that's how we do it here. Yeah, I'm back on track, The phone fell, but now we're back on. Somehow make my dreams come true. I like the song. I sing it so often. Oh man. Do you have any song that you particularly like? You can share it. I'm putting up a little picture here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I don't know, maybe it's a bit low. I want to put it up maybe a little higher. Oh, you just see my eyes, right? I'm experimenting here. You see? I'm experimenting. And that is okay also. I wanted the picture to keep her company while I get something else done. While we chat and share laughter. Yes, we chat and we laugh. We have fun on this station. Or on this station, on this channel. We have fun on this channel. Mm-hmm. We have to. We say no problem. No problem. So I'm just watching you. One eye. One eye bandit, huh? That's the one eye bandit. So I'm watching us. You know, it's like that. The eye that's on the US $1 bill. You know it, no? There's a all right. See? That's me. Yeah. Right. So that's me. That's who you're listening to. I think it's a nice picture or a nice whatever it is. I don't know. But it's okay. I'm gonna reheat the coffee. Are you going to the temple this morning? Are you going to the house? The house where God is. You know, like in olden days, God used to be in some place in the back room of some temple where was the priest, and then God would have been in a little box where, where God is, and the box has two angelic figures on the top, and then God would speak to Moses, you know, from between these two figures. All these things happen, you know. Yes, where God, you know, they had this little box, and this little box had God in it. And I don't know if it had God in it or something, though, that but Moses would have been speaking with God through this between the cherubims. I don't know what the name of these winged creatures were, you know, that were on the ark of some that little box, whatever they name, that persons couldn't touch, and if they touch it, you know, because it should be just the priest who touch the box, that little thing. And if other person touch it, you know what happened. They would die. There's one person who had decided to touch it, and he was not one of those who wasn't one of those Levi persons who should have been touching this box, and he was killed. I don't know if it was fire that consumed him or whatever, but he died. So I am looking now at the place that persons go to to worship. What is the real meaning? Are we just going, you know, to be with friends and to communicate and to commune as friends with friends? Or is it that we are saying that God is here? Yes, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm disgusting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. But, you know, just asking. I'm just asking. Is it that? We are saying that God is in the building that we are called. This is where we meet Him. This is where we put it up in trust. I believe in a pool where he was carried around in this little box or something, the ark. This little box that they need to carry with them. They carried it back home because all the time they carried the carry him. And the presence of God was in it. You know, back in the pool, somebody told me how it was. Please tell me how the understanding that you have of this container that they used to carry around. And the Bible says that Moses, God would speak to Moses from between these winged creatures that were sitting at the edge, the opposite end of, this little box. You get what I'm saying? So, tell me your understanding of the importance of this little box that is at the reference and whether it is significant in today's worship and whether in the synagogues, whether here or elsewhere, they still have these little boxes going around with the presence of God in it. Because I also remember one Bible character, he suggested that he lived in a village, and he would, I don't know, but this character, he became wealthy, obviously, very much, and so, he was on his balcony, at the synagogue, or maybe this little box that contains God. There was the building, a little bit of building or something like that. So he was saying, oh man, here I am living in this house, luxurious life, and God doesn't have anywhere to live. He's gonna build him a temple, building a temple. Which was so foolish. It's like you send for a ritual, you see in a little flip flop, slippers. You can afford all the slippers that you and I have and all the family. Then we are gonna say, oh my, this rich man, he's walking around barefooted. I'm gonna buy him a slippers. When it is so foolish because this person who we are saying we're gonna buy slippers or so, this person can buy all the slippers that our whole family is wearing or would ever wear. Yet we, in our naiveness, thinking that hey, we are gonna buy him a slippers. Can you imagine how foolish it is of us? It's an embarrassment, and we don't know. Oh, he's walking around barefooted. Who is walking around barefooted? Yeah, this rich man. Yet you and I can hardly afford our dinner. We decide that, hey, we're going to buy him slippers. Because what? Why? Why are we going to do that? Our foolish thinking. Our naive selves. So I'm here. Just went to do a little bit of. Yeah. But I'm here. Back with us here. We're doing our thing. Yeah, I do work, and today I have work, but no problem. This is work also. I guess one of these days I'll get some monies to my account from YouTube, and then I would come back and say my first YouTube check. That's what I would come and say. My first YouTube check. and then we'll share it. Hmm. Yeah, we'll share it. I'll buy maybe I'll make some jello the night before, and then we'll come on here and enjoy it together. That would be nice, don't you think? That would be a thing. Oh, that would be a thing. Okay, Angela Hall, you came on very early. I know you're busy today. I know Angela. Yeah, I know her in person. Thank you for stopping by. Paige, you mark your name and run away, and that's good. Andrew, you have engaged me this morning. Thank you for the time. Thank you for helping me to earn. Yeah, I do not take it for granted. You could have been otherwise minded. You could have been on your own channel chatting up and making $1 or some cents. Yeah, some cents. We know it's a cents. Yeah, we know it's a cents. We just have to decide how well we do it. And that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. I'm still, trying to figure out what's the best niche rather than to be here and there. But I'm getting there. I will be divinely inspired, I think. Yeah, and I will let you know. But I want to be free to present on topics. But then again, I want, persons to know that, okay, when I go to this channel, we're going to be discussing some, biblical history or critiquing some religious stuff while not, being judgmental, not judging here nor there, but rather just having good conversation and having a little laugh and helping each other to find our path. Then we'll be happy. We'll be happy together. And why not? Why not? Yeah. So shout out to all my friends on this channel with me, to my viewers, my subscribers. Shout out to the girls who have to work the long hours, maybe at the bar. Yeah. The ones who have to be driving the hearses, the ones who sells in the ones who have to etch a living from the market. The market can be sorry, the market can be very challenging at times. Yeah, food prices are very high, and when food prices are this high, then there are a lot of abuses being hurled at persons. Yeah. So shout out to all the tradespersons, the carpenters, the masons. Shout out to the taxi drivers. I'm doing this shout out based on I'm borrowing, a pattern from SoFlo TV. He comes on and he says, shout out to that, and shout out to that, and shout out and shout out, and yeah. So I'm doing the shout outs just as, oh gosh, SoFlo would have done. Rosalie W, how are you? Good morning. I see your video flashing across my screen. I'm saying good morning to you. I'm saying good morning to Josephine Vibes also. I've seen your video coming across the screen. Yeah, good morning, good morning. Giving you a pleasant shout out from Jamaica. And giving shout out to all persons who are incarcerated, who, for some, whatever the reason are, I don't know, but that's how your life journey is. And it's fine. It's fine. It's very much fine. So yeah, it's okay. It's very much okay. I'm shouting out to the rest of my family. I'm shouting out my brothers, my sisters, nieces, nephews. I don't have any aunt nor uncle. I think I don't. I don't think I do. Aunts and uncles, no, I don't think. But I'm shouting out all the members of my family, and I'm, by extension, shouting out the members of your families also. Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm shouting out every person who has helped me on this journey. Please don't forget, to if you have gotten this far with me, and if you watch or binge watch the video, please subscribe to the channel. Help me to grow. Yeah, you can contact me at my Gmail address. It's at the end of some of the videos. You can just look it up, and what I would say, knock me up. Knock me up, yes. Give me some kind of support. I also have a charity. It's a registered charity, duly registered here in Jamaica. It's called Hands for the Aged Foundation. You can also link me up to get information on that if you wish to be part of my journey in this way. Any type of help is appreciated. It does not have to be financial. Yeah, whatever you can, it will be greatly appreciated. Whatever is shipped from overseas, then it comes to us duty free, and so that's how I get help from the government. For now, it's still in the infancy stage, but I expect that in a couple of years, when I am retired, then I'll be able to devote a lot of time to that. But in the meantime, I keep it alive. I keep the platform active. I have the accounts up. I do all the paperwork, the taxes, all of that each year, and make my submissions. Well, we don't pay tax. It's actually zero rated entity. Yeah. The charities are free organizations, non-profits. We don't, whatever we do, not for profits. Yeah. I know charities are different from non-profits, but it's a charity organization. Sometimes we do have fundraising events, and part of the proceed will go to the charity. If it's organized just by the charity, then all of the proceed go to the charity. And that's after you have removed whatever expenses. And that is about it, basically. I've been with you for 2 hours, and that's the time that I allocate for this part of my day. And this is, I consider this my job also, even though it has not been earning me yet, but it is employment, and it will be employment in the future. Hopefully it will be earning me like some of those big persons who are getting, who get help from YouTube and who get brand deals and all of that. Yeah. So at this point in time, we say, "Oh, great power, God of the universe, I am is your name." And I am appreciating the blessing. I'm appreciating the fact that I can be here on the worldwide stage communicating with persons here in my country and all over, that my voice is heard. Yes, and I hope that my voice will make a difference, that when I speak, it will relieve your troubled minds. Yeah, and it will lead you, onto your path, the path that you were made to travel. I am still trying to etch out and to realize my true path and hence my true potential, but I am journeying, and I invite you to journey with me. Journeyman, journey with me. I ask that we all be blessed as we sit in the presence of our God. Amen. Have a blessed day. I'm June. I'm in Jamaica. I'm June. I am in Jamaica. Yeah, that's me. All right. Have a blessed one.